What's up, world? It's Monday. No, it is Tuesday. You see, that's what happens when you try to do somebody else's intro, hop somebody else's swag. You mess it up and then you slaughter it. But what's going on, everybody? It's Pacific Tune. Today I'm bringing you guys some domination on the stadium. If you guys are wondering what this color correction is and why Black Ops doesn't look like this all the time, iTemp hooked me up with Magic Bullet Mojo, and basically it is a color correction and I render the video in Adobe After Effects and put Mojo on it, and then I render it in Sony Vegas so I can do the commentary. And I'm not going to tell you exactly how I got this color correction because I actually did do some personal things to it in another program to make it look like this. So I hope you guys like the color correction. But moving on from that, today I'm going to be talking about my first trip to Miami. And this is something that happened about a year ago, and I was chilling with my dad. He was down there on a business trip, and look at that stupid bush Wookie camping scrub. But anyway, my father was on a business trip in Miami, Florida, and I've always wanted to go to Miami. If you guys don't know, I watch a show called Burn Notice on USA. It's probably one of the greatest shows on television. I love it. I love it to death. And I've always wanted to go to Miami, see the cars, see the people, but mostly see the women. And when my dad was down there, he was down there 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. And he decided to fly me down, and we were just going to hang out for a week. And that's basically what we did. He flew me down from Atlanta, and I flew in from Hartsfield Jackson to Miami International. And on the flight down there, it really wasn't that bad, but there was this one kid. Have you ever been on a plane flight and you ever just want to slap that one kid that's crying, like the one that the parents just refuse to choke? Like, I can't stand, parents that don't discipline their children. Please, if you guys are parents, don't nobody want to hear your screaming babies. I mean, I understand that, Johnny or Susie doesn't want to be on the plane, but shut your child up. I mean, like, I wasn't raised like that. My dad, he brought a brother up. If I acted out in public, I got my ass whooped. Like, beyond whooped. Like my dad he has like this leather belt, and it's like a biker belt type thing, and he still has it to this day. And he says if I ever act up or if I do something stupid, he's gonna throw that belt at me like it's a whip. But I was like, yes, massa. Well, okay, moving on. So moving on, I fly into Miami International, and my pops picks me up. And that was actually one of my first times actually just going on vacation with my dad. Every other time, I'm always on vacation with my mom, or I'm on vacation with my pops, or But it was the first time that I was actually on a vacation with my dad, and me and him just got to chill for a week by ourselves in a completely different city. We didn't really know anybody, so basically what we did is we checked into about a 4 or 5 star hotel, got a nice room, and we pretty much ate out like pigs. We went to this place called Tony Roma's, and that is probably one of the best rib joints in the world. And I would have to say that spending time with your pops is extremely important. As if you guys follow me on Twitter, I'm always ranting about either how stupid my parents can be sometimes and how my dad has the IQ of a deep fried Twinkie, or I'm either ranting at David Vonderhaar about how bad his game sucks. And the things about my parents, I really don't mean that. I may mean that at the time, but I really do love my parents. They may get on my nerves, and I probably get on theirs just as much as they get on mine. But all they do is really care. And one thing that my pops is always telling me is that you're never gonna understand how it is to have kids until you have them. And but let's go ahead and get back to the story. So me and my dad are we're chilling, and we're at the beach, and we decide, let's take a drive down South Beach. And so we go ahead and go take a drive, and I swear I have never seen so many beautiful Spanish-speaking women in one place in my entire life. I mean, my dick was harder than Chinese algebra. Ask the $2 about that; he'd be able to tell you. I mean, like, I have never, ever seen that many beautiful women in one place. I mean, and the fact that I was just chilling with my dad, and he was like, Sazi, I'm gonna need you to control yourself. I mean, I know how you like Spanish women and everything, but I'm gonna need you to calm that down. And being able to just chill with somebody who actually understands you, to the point where he can finish my dad can finish a sentence for me if I need to. Like we're spitting images of each other pretty much. Like my pops is 6'6" and I'm 6'5". My pops is like 200 some pounds and I'm like 180 and I'm a little bit darker than he is, and like we're pretty much the same. And people are always calling me my dad, and how you know what? The phone really would ring in the middle of a commentary. My God. But as I was saying before, LaRue and Skrillex rudely interrupted me. You want to be able to spend as much time as your parents as you can, or spend as much time with them as you can, because you're not always going to be with them and they're not always going to be around. It's the same thing with, grandparents or anything like that. And, treasuring family is extremely important. Even if it's not family, even if it's just somebody that, you're close to, you want to be able to spend time with them. You want to interact with them as much as you can, because not every day is promised. I recently went to visit a friend of my family's. Her name is Miss Kate, and she's a painter. And if you guys would like to see some of the artwork, please, I can post a couple pictures of it. But she is going to be 89 at the end of this month, and she's known me since I was 12, and she's seen me grow up, and I've seen her grow older and older, and it's really weird watching somebody get closer and closer to the point where they could go at any time. And I think it's really important that you do your best to spend time with the people that you love and the people that you care about. One person that I can always look to, who's always doing the best thing for his family, at least in my eyes, that I see, is Eric the Aviator. Almost every time I see him on Twitter, he's either talking about his family or he's either talking about his son. And I'd just like to say congratulations to Eric for having a baby. He seems like a really nice guy, and the fact that bringing a life into the world and being a parent, is probably one of the most amazing things in the world. And I guess that guys my age, we won't understand that until later in life. But that's pretty much it, guys. What I just wanted to say was, cherish your family, cherish what you got, don't let it go, because once it's gone, just because your relationship with somebody isn't the best it could be, look on the bright side of things. At least you have a relationship with somebody. Somebody is always less fortunate than you. Somebody is always, has it worse. And I've been learning that, and it's a personal struggle, but everybody suffers from it. So that's it. I'm Toom. I'm out. Deuces.